Yo, sip sick in the head, PEMG, yo, case on smashing, you was seen creeping out the trial. I'm liquefied dope scene seeping out the bow. In the blood of an ape scene leaping out the wild with a thirst on proud. K9 speaking out the smile. The one that posted child for style, cowboy hat, number 2 gat, shoot a few raps and it's a rap. The Brooklyn that every man loves when I rap it with my weapon, I'll be on it like a black Charlton Heston. Round here to John. You testing 1 2 1 2 volumes good, get the stepping. Won't become a bad movement in my intestine and flush that will probably be your next best investment. Paparazzi takes flicks of carbon copies, but ain't no flash quick enough to stop me, so be easy. In my universe I'm Marvel plus DC plus ET, I bust like a PT. Now leave me. Yeah, PEMG.
What? PEMG. PEMG. Yo, this lyrics. Check it. Yo, chicken check me out. I pop eyes when I let them know what I'm about. That's biggity folks, you knocking them riggedy brothers out of the game. I'm marinating in the fame and fantasizing about campaigns that I come McCain. In other words, lose. Seems I got a lot to prove that I was the only one. Got himself a choose to defuse the bomb, set the blue. Excuse, blow away the stone rules. Hip hop's beatbox, sharing in round 2. Versus whack rappers, whack verses, no vice versa. Spit curses, bring beat hearses, we might hurt ya. Hear no evil, see no evil, but I speak truth. I kick them Philly lines, killing them rhymes that hurt boost. I grind every day at minimum wage in church too. I'm aiming for the top and I'm finna murk through. Bang.
Yeah.
PEMG.
PEMG.
Marvel, where you at, man?
Alright, let me see what I got for you right here. Alright.
1 2 1 2. Go.
I'm a worldwide killer with a rapper's path. After that, I'm playing in the rapper's path. After can't say I'm counting the stacks. Got money coming soon, so I'm hyped for that. Who do that? The kid with too much swag. Leave you slumped in the chair with a verse in your back. I'm a no-name killer, so if they ask, whisper in the ear, tell them Marvel is back.
Yeah.
Hey. PEMG.
PEMG.
Yeah, listen.
Yo, this kid's doing more bidding than living for lack of attention. The prison system is truly unforgiving unless we not mention the school system is failing our children. Preparatory prison got bars on the buildings. No after school programs or playgrounds. Just a bunch of whole jams teach kids how to lay down. Babies having babies. Age running rampant in the hood's going crazy. Brothers thinking lazy lately. I'm peeping out a beast. Want to bait me with a system that's designed to refine to frustrate me. And KK cops shooting like their guns don't stop. They keep blasting even once your body is dropped. Hey, PEMG.
Hey,
PEMG. Hold on. Hey, yo, what up, everybody? What's up, WBAI and the world all over? What's up to all the internets and the interwebs and all of that? Yo, my name is Nyoil, and with me is PEMG. Yo, let's start from all the way to the left and count it off and let them see who it is and let them know what it is.
Alright, what's good, world? This is B Marvel on the, on the mic 1 2 and you feel?
Yo, what up, y'all? Sip sick in the head, PEMG. All you rigs up?
Yeah, it's your boy Lyrics, man. You already know all you rigs, PEMG to the skies, you heard?
Yeah, you already know. Listen, man, today we are here on the Hip Hop Takeover. This is an exciting opportunity for us because, well, basically we trying to let the world know that hip hop is here and we here to take over and we trying to do some exciting and fun things. And, we also want to give a different angle on this thing right here. We represent the MC aspect of hip hop, and we know that hip hop has 5 elements to it. 5 recognized, some say 6, but the 5 that everybody definitely recognize is, what's the 5? Y'all tell me, man, because y'all are the youth. Y'all need to know that y'all gotta know y'all thing. What's the 5 elements of hip hop?
Okay, you got your B-boy, right?
B-boy indeed, and we just had the B-boy represented by Crazy Legs. You know what I mean? So you already know, definitely.
What else? We got the MCs.
MCs, indeed. We ain't gonna talk on the MCs just yet. We're gonna move on from that. What else we got?
Got the DJs.
The DJs, the essential element that they the drummer, you know what I'm saying? They bring us back to the ancient African value system that comes in, that just been with us culturally through music. So the DJ represents the drummer, and that's definitely an important component. What else we got? What's number 4?
You got graffiti.
Indeed, you know what I'm saying? The graph writer, the artist, the hieroglyph, the person that writes on walls and basically documents the history by showing what went on and chronicalizing the experiences. If you were able to look at those trains, them 2 trains, them D's, them R's, them Q's, years ago, you would see what was going on, what our world was like at that moment, how we dressed. You would see the shell-toe Adidas with the fat laces, the Lees with the pleated fronts. You would feel that feeling when you see the graffiti, and that's why graffiti is an extremely important aspect. But what's number 5? What's the 5th element to hip-hop?
Knowledge.
What? What?
Man, knowledge.
What?
Man. Knowledge.
What?
Knowledge.
What?
Knowledge.
That's indeed knowledge of self, the fifth element. We had to big that up because, you know, it's the knowledge of self, man, that really makes what we do important. Because, you know, like any great culture, if it loses its center, man, if it loses its point of what makes it important and why it's important, if it doesn't have any sense or self-awareness, it loses its value and it becomes a corporate tool eventually. Because anything successful in this capitalist world, somebody gonna try to take over, try to bounce and flip it, make it be what they want it to be because they want to turn a quick buck off it. And we know that corporations, well, you know, I'm not going to get into my Occupy Wall Street rant, but I do want to say that, you know, corporations, man, you know what they do. They big thing is they market off of like real simple ways. Like they like to market the bad boy. They like to market sex. They like to market stupidity. You know, they don't really deal in intelligence, you know. So you don't, you know, there's often a lot of MCs that complain about their music not being able to get played on commercial radio because commercial radio will tell them, you know what, your music is a little too intelligent for the community. You know what I mean? You got to dumb it down. And, you know, but that's because that entity has lost knowledge of itself. It doesn't remember what hip hop is about.
But we bringing it back, man. PEMG, you already know, man. We the future.
Indeed.
We right now. We not even the future. We the right now.
That's right. So listen, today we want to have a discussion, and you know, we kind of glossed over one of the elements of hip hop, which was the MC, because tonight we want to represent the MCs. You know what I mean? And you know, after us on Hip Hop Takeover here in WBAI, we're gonna have Johnny Juice. You know what I'm saying? World famous DJ for Public Enemy, ultra producer, and he got an incredible studio called the Terror Dome, you feel me?
Juice.
And also shout outs to Jeff, you know what I'm saying, Morocco Green.
Definitely shout outs to
Green Street Studios for all his support with all of the things that we do. You know, so he'll be representing the DJ as well. Earlier on, we had Kango Kid from the legendary group UTFO, and we had the wonderful opportunity hearing, you know, Bow-Legged Lou and some of the brothers from Full Force coming in and catching the bill. And, you know, right near now, you know, like I told Kang before we walked in, there was a whole lot of superstars on this here mic tonight, but tonight it's our house, PEMG, Oil Rigs Up.
Oil Rigs Up.
Oil Rigs Up.
You know, one of the things that I really want to get into, and I think it's very important, is to discuss youth in hip-hop. But not from the perspective of demonizing you guys, you know what I mean? Because you guys are younger. I know B Marvel, you're 18. You know, Sif is 19. And Lyrics is 18 as well, yes?
Correct.
So I want to kind of introduce them in another capacity, in a new context, because I think the listeners here in WBAI would be extremely excited to know what you guys are doing, what you guys are a part of, and what makes you different from maybe some of the other young people that they've grown accustomed to seeing, or may have just kind of, you know, pigeonholed into believing this is what young people are. Would one of you like to tell us a little bit about what you guys do and how'd you come to be on this program today?
Well, what we do is PEMG. We live the PEMG lifestyle, which is basically, you know, not only MCing in the art of rapping and hip hop, but it's also a way for us to grow and learn in the entertainment business.
Well, let me start from the basics, because somebody's gonna be like, "What in the heck is PEMG? What is PEMG?"
Petroleum Empire Media Group. It also stands for Persistent Engagement Makes Greatness.
Yeah.
It's a youth mentoring program based around the hip hop culture.
Word up.
Indeed. So, you know, Sif, let me ask you, tell us a little bit more about PEMG. What does it do? What do you guys do in the program? What is it, what is it about? How do you know?
And when it comes to PEMG, we do a lot. I could personally say, ever since I've been in PEMG, it definitely has changed a lot of aspects in my life and made me think more, made me work harder for what I want. Especially because it kept me more focused in music, and when I do things now, I really think first. I really analyze. You know, no matter what goes on, whatever I'm talking to people, it doesn't matter what it is. I always make sure you do the knowledge to everything, even if it's when it comes to music and it's an artist you don't like because they might fit the quote unquote mainstream. It's like you still do the knowledge. You pay attention to what they doing to see what's the difference, what you might be doing wrong, and what you need to correct. So yes, it's a whole lot we do in PEMG.
Indeed. So B Marvel, let me ask you a question. Is it specifically, what do you guys do? Do you guys do the same, like, do you just rap? That's what you do?
No, it's never just a rap. We got a primary skill and we got a secondary skill. Our primary skill would be maybe rapping, or for me, it would be photography. Our secondary skill would be, like me, I still got photography as a secondary skill, but I couldn't do rapping as a first skill. My son Sif right here is a rapper for his primary, but his secondary, this dude's a producer. My son Jimmy Oyo on the other side of me, like, you know, like 3 seats down, you feel? And, you know, he's a rapper, but, you know, his primary right now, I would have to say, this brother do too much stuff. I gotta say, he got
I mean, you know, I could do the video, I could do the photography, I could, you know, I'm operations
You could build
manager.
a house. Come on, Jay.
You already know,
doing
man.
too much.
I do everything, man.
And of course, we can't even, you know, I know there's some more members to PEMG than just you three fellas, correct?
Yeah,
definitely. What? We got like 15. Yo, let me shout out the team real fast, man.
Please.
We got Big Nate, the Ice Queen.
Yeah.
We got Smooth the Great.
STG.
We got Kennedy Price.
Mm-hmm.
We got, who else we got?
We got Lex. Let's go. Who else we got? We already went through a Sif and us already, cause you know, we rocking. Right now, you know, we trying to make some moves right now. We got, who else we got in here? We got,
y'all ashamed. You know, when y'all get home, y'all gonna get whooped out. They're gonna be like, how y'all gonna forget your rest of y'all members? Y'all talking about
It's
15,
so much
y'all
of us. Like,
It's so many
it's
of us.
too much to remember right now.
Well, you know, let me dial it back for a minute and kind of share a little bit about what PEMG is and how I know about it. Well, again, to the listening audience, I'm Nyoil, and you guys might have heard me on this program in different opportunities and capacities, speaking with Dr. Ron Daniels when he had the show here, and you know, and a few others when I had the opportunity to be here with them. You know, I am what's considered a quote unquote conscious rapper, but I'm an MC is what I am, and I just happen to devote my effort to speaking truth to power, you know, and speaking truth to liars in my lyrics. You know, one of the things that I have found, you know, I had the opportunity to be the ambassador to hip hop for the Institute of the Black World, which is at the time chaired by Dr. Daniels. And what I had found was I was doing, you know, traveling with them and talking to people and lecturing and doing, you know, speaking engagements in these, you know, the forums where, you know, the panel discussions. What it was disturbing me was the fact that some of these places I would come in there, you know, you're just speechifying, you know, trying to come up with the best thing to say, how you can impress people with, you know, whether you could rebel rouse, get people to go, you know, go on and speak it, go on, teach up. And I thought that wasn't really what I wanted to be doing, because I felt it was disingenuous when you go into people's towns where they have real problems and you're not offering real solid pointed solutions. And I had to analyze that within myself and say, well, I can't really offer people pointed solutions because I have none, because I haven't really created a solution to any of the problems that are facing the community. And one of the other things that concerned me is I didn't want people to call Staten Island, where I'm from, Staten Island, New York, and say, yo, you know, y'all heard about that dude Nyoil? Yo, that dude stone cold, man. Like, you know, they call somebody they know from Staten Island, and the dude that they talking to, like, nah, I ain't never heard of no Nyoil. He don't be doing nothing out here. It would be the ultimate in hypocrisy to me, you know? So I said, look, man, I need to do some real things that are tangible and really, you know, that I can look at and say, this is real. One of the things I realized is that I needed to work in the space and the place that I occupy. And I know hip hop. I know MCing, you know, and I love young people. I got a young energy. I love young people. I love being around young people. So, you know, I developed PEMG, you know, when I first was an MC with the, you know, people know if you listening to this program, you know, not only am I Nyoil, but I'm also Kool Kim from the group, the UMCs, back in the early 90s, 91.
Blue Cheese.
Yeah, when the Growing, you know, Fruits of Nature album. You know, we had really bad experiences, with Wild Pitch EMI, you know, and we never got paid for making music, and we sold hundreds of thousands of records, and, you know, it was just awful. And I promised myself that if there was nothing else that I can do, I would spare these young people from that fate by at least doing my diligence in the fiduciary capacity, by helping them to learn what I knew, and hopefully making the experiences that I have some more value other than depressing me when I think about it too much, you know what I mean? So we developed PEMG, and one of the first things we had the opportunity to do was Hip Hop for Haiti. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell people about that?
Like 2 years ago. That's actually how I joined PEMG. You know, one of my friends that brought me up to the group, to Nyoil's house, you know, I got to meet him. And he was like, listen, this is what I do. And this is the first thing he said to me. He said, you could be the best thing ever on the planet of Earth in rapping, but you're not better than me. Just killed my whole energy, my whole spirit and everything, right? So, you know, but he showed and proved. That's one thing he showed and proved, that, you know, I wasn't better than him, and he was going to do what he said he was going to do. He asked me and PEMG, in order to become a member, you have to do a task. And my task at the time was to, you know, build a fan base on my own, because what are you, if you're not an artist, if you don't have a fan base? So, no, I built a fan base on Facebook. And then he told me if I could do that for him, he'll put me on the show for Hip Hop for Haiti. And, you know, I got to perform with big names like Naughty by Nature, you know, Styles P, Supernova Slum, a lot of big names. But the other caveat to it is that I actually had to be a stagehand. I was actually in VIP, and then I was performing all together in the same night. And Hip Hop for Haiti, you know, we did it for the Haiti Relief Fund. We ended up raising $2,000+ in one night. Was it?
Yeah, we raised $2,000 that night.
That's work right there.
For listen, we got Otis Redding in the background. Don't get it twisted, you know. This is how we do it, you know. We listen to it all. It's eclectic, you understand? Which is another component with PEMG is in learning about, you know, the body of music. You know, not just what's out right now. You know, when you guys did the show at the Zulu Nation anniversary, I think it was the 35th one, maybe. You know, do you remember what I asked y'all to tell Bambaataa and Kool Herc when you met them? Do you remember? When I told you, when you go meet them, when you see them, I want you to say this to them when you first see them.
Oh, thank you.
Indeed. Because, you know, it's real important that young people understand the value of the people, their forebearers, you know, the people that came before them and made a way. You know, a lot of times, man, and I'm sure over the night there'll be some more elders that are in this game that'll come on. A lot of times we look down on them because they seem bitter about their experiences. But you have to understand they have bitter experiences. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yo, like, you know, to have gone through the things they're going through in the name of creating what become a multi-billion-dollar industry and not profit off of it. And at the very least, they can't even get remembered by the young people that are profiting off it. It's a real hurtful thing, man. And it is me, because I've had the experience. I know what it is to be the first rap group out of Staten Island and not be recognized for the contributions that UMC's made. And so I know it's difficult, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's important that young people, you got to know your past. You got to analyze your past. You got to analyze the mistakes, but you got to honor the past too. You know, what's your feeling on that kind of thing? Seth, what you think?
On as far as young people and the older people in hip hop?
Yeah.
I mean, I personally feel the same way you do in that sense, because me personally, I like to always give respect to the vets. That's one of the things I've always said to myself, respect the vets, because without them, yo, we wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? And when it comes to a lot of rappers and the way they rap and the things they come up with, it's like their whole flow, their whole catalog is based off of like hand-me-downs. Basically, the rapper that they didn't do the knowledge. They did the knowledge to the rapper that's, you know, new. He just came out. They didn't do the knowledge to the original artist who really came up with the basis of the flows, which means, you know, a lot of people say to me personally, yo, how you come up with that? Yo, you rap like that? Yo, that's so dope. It's because I do the knowledge. I pay attention to a whole bunch of older cats and a lot of, you know, underground artists who still had that kind of...
Hold up. We gonna tell the truth about how you rap dope like that. He raps, ladies and gentlemen, Sif raps dope like that because he goes into my rhyme book whenever I leave the room and just straight plagiarizes me. I can't have nothing of my... I'm taking credit for all this kid's talent, you heard? Nah, but you know, this is a dope MC right here, man. I mean, he really honors the essence of what hip hop is about, which is really that respect and love for wordplay, and the desire to really do something, you know, step outside of the box and do something new, you know what I mean, and something different and such like that. Let me ask you a question. Could Jimmy, let me. I'm sorry. So, you know, I call them by their government names as well as they rap names from time to time. So, you know, this is
all love. It's all love.
Indeed, these are like my sons.
That's
all
how
of
you know
them,
we
you know
really a team.
Yeah, indeed, man. You know, it's hard to delineate from one minute to the next. But I do want to ask you, you know, what is, you know, could you tell us some of the things that PEMG has done in these last, you know, few months, aside from make music?
We're really, really strong in the community. You know, we've a lot of community-based activism that, you know, we step forward, we take the initiative because, you know, the community is the backbone to us. You know, we're from Staten Island. We're based out of Staten Island. And, you know, recently, you know, Thanksgiving had just passed, and we have volunteered our time at the local Project Hospitality Soup Kitchen. And, you know, we spent the whole day there. And even after that, we helped out organization Brothers Care, Inc. with a turkey drive that they had in West Brighton, Staten Island, New York. And we're also currently, right now, as we speak, hosting a coat drive. So if you have any old coats and you really need to donate, you can contact us at PEMGonline@gmail.com with your inquiries. We have a number we can give. I don't know the number offhand, but, you know, PEMGonline@gmail.com. Holla at us.
Indeed. We'll try to pull the number up throughout the course of the show. You know, one of the things that I wanted to do, and one of the reasons why I wanted to have my show involve these young people again, is because you know, I do need to explain a little bit about PEMG, and that it's a youth mentoring program, like I said, that is based out of my home. In a nutshell, like I said, I work from the place and space I occupy. We're not funded, you know, we're not a 501c3 either. It's just, you know, I saw a need and I filled it, you know, and, you know, I think that's, you know, in the Black Panther tradition, you know, the real Black Panther tradition, you know, of taking care of the community because the community needs taken care of, you know, feeding the community, doing what needs to be done. So this is, you know, I want to talk about this in this opportunity because I want, you know, the listeners here at WBAI and worldwide to understand that, you know, hip hop really is bigger than the music. It's even bigger than the 5 elements which represent the cultural component of it. But if you consider what, you know, Africa Bambaataa set out for us all as a nation of hip hoppers, which was peace, unity, love, and having fun, you know, that sort of is what PEMG embodies. The idea that, you know, these young people are peace. we're not out here gang banging. They're not doing any of that negative stuff. And quite honestly, that's not even something to brag about because that doesn't represent their greatness. I expect them to be great because they are great. So I don't even acknowledge that the lower self, you know what I mean? It's like, nah, that's not even a part of the build.
Well, that's corny.
Yeah, indeed. You know, they definitely in peace. They unified because they're unified in thought and purpose. And because of that, they're doing incredible things. I mean, these young people have done more in a year than most organizations that are highly funded. They're subsidized 501c3 organizations that I'm fully aware of that cannot and have not achieved the level of achievement that PEMG has had.
In this year alone.
We only been doing PEMG for 2 years, man.
Yeah.
Not even 2 years yet, honestly.
Yeah, it hasn't been 2 full years yet, you know, and we've done a lot in these 1.9 years, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm very proud of that, man. I'm very proud of these young people because they've been dedicated and committed. And there's been a lot of opportunities for them not to be dedicated or committed. There's been a lot of opportunities. And every time they fail and falter and fall.
And that's when we got to do push-ups.
Yeah.
Physical punishment.
Yeah. That's that 20 push-ups is the norm in
40
in the NY Oil House. Yes, sir.
40
in some cases too, you know. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's real important for you, one, to understand that, you know, the potential of hip hop is incredible. Like, for example, we have had members that have been as young as 13 years old.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of the things we did to teach her to have her flow right was we had a little thing we was doing. You know, we was taking the alphabet, you understand, and turning the alphabet into a verse. You know, a lot of people don't understand that the alphabet contains every cadence in hip hop. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Keep it going. Now watch.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Hey, yo, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, the Y, and Z.
I said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Sing it again one time.
Said 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Sing it again.
Yo, it go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100.
Yo,
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 90, and 100.
So, check it. He went from 90 and 100.
That's how we do it.
I just skip on.
I just skip on.
Just doing him right.
Yeah,
But,
that's
the
how we
point being is that, theoretically, you can take this hip-hop thing and apply it academically, and I think a lot of people are starting to tap into it. There's a hip hop principal, I believe, up in the Bronx, and there's one in Jersey that's doing great work to that capacity. That are taking hip hop and utilizing it as a learning tool. Remember, hip hop, rap, is rhythmically applied poetry.
It beat me to the punch.
And rap is also represents, the highest form of syllabic math. There's no spoken word form that is more evolved than rapping. And I know that we're gonna open up the phone lines. What's the calling number? Just so I make sure I got my thing. It's the calling number is 212-209-2900. So call in, because I'm sure that last statement really ruffled a few feathers. But I am gonna contend that MCs, now I'm not talking about, maybe like a Soulja Boy type of thing or nothing like that, but I'm gonna say true MCs represent the highest form of syllabic math. Now, understand what that means. That means that not only are they putting together prose, literary allusions, similes and metaphors, telling stories, in the traditional griot, such, and the way we talk about great poets, like, what some might say Robert Frost or, Maya Angelou or someone like that. But they're also then making sure that they rhyme within a specific cadence. But not only that, but they're also making sure that these things rhyme within beats of 4. You understand? So they're subdividing syllables within beats of 4 to represent different flows or cadences. And some cats are doing this off the top of their head.
Yeah.
So you're not talking about something that's lightweight here. So even if you look at someone like Robert Frost, who's two roads diverged on the Yellow Brook, and B1 traveled along I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it lay bent in the undergrowth. Mess it up, but it's one of my favorite poems. But when you look at something like a Robert Frost poem, you say, wow, he's awesome. Robert Frost could never do what these kids at 18 and 19 can do at all. He could never do it and still tell the same story. You understand? Sid, could you recite for them? Just recite without even worrying about the flow of it. Just recite.
Yo. My brother was king, my so-called mans. He had his own plans. Stuck a knife in my back and twisted it with both hands. And ran on his fam. Man, I'm in the hospital ill. Seen it was real. Feeling like Uma ready to kill Bill. Thurman burning my back. Replaced my spine with steel. Enhanced my mind with skill beyond eons. Got my jack back. Chin hair growing. Making my abs flat. 300 crunches a day. At least that's peace for me to increase. The wolf was disguised as a sheep. But the angel was disguised as a beast also, trying to chisel my torso. Despite my former people's evil disappearing on somewhere's Waldo, I still move like fake breasts to real boobs, holding my head, spilling out rhymes just like that dead dude that used to kill Jews. See, nowadays I wait for nothing and take what I need, so never mind 12, you rocking with the baker's dozen. Fresh out the oven with no gloving, hard punches like McLovin trying to cop a brewski. I give a black eye to loose leaf. The fact I be having rappers going back to flashcards with they whack bars. Revenge sweet and Alu Akbar. Track star training on the tarmac. I got him sleeping like a creature sleeping underneath the Adirondack. This is raw combat. You should worry about your health like a hypochondriac. I fold you with a laundry act.
Hey, Jimmy, could you give me lyrics? Can you give me that joint where you talk about where you was in the womb or something? Like, that's one of my favorite joints of yours.
I wrote this when I was 17. I'm not one for the flexing. One focus, that's the salad, no veggies, no dressing. Now peep how I discreetly leave a message. Swindle beats with a couple features, that's like cutting necks with razors, lasers, future flow. Your new style was trash to me 20 years ago when I was 17. Now how that math work? For 3 years my spirit studied every spitter to their last verse. Then I came to flesh my mind blind, archived the notes on how I define rhymes. See, y'all lost it. I'ma light up, flame, flow, matches and faucets. Look, P.O., low, cause we bosses. Can't get knocked like wood, see it'll cost us. So I'll be up here in the VI section to the DJs to tune up my favorite selections. Cause I'm grateful for fame, man, this life is a blessing. But I need receptions or I'll lose connection. Get it? If not, then get with it. Vicious, the spit game submissive.
You want to throw something at a Marvel?
Let's see what I got in my book of tricks. All right. I'm insane with the Hulk's rage, about to go red, cause you know there's something really, really wrong with my head. So I cock back the tack like thoughts hammer and left your brain scramble, you just got manhandled. Who you know can't spit like this? Or you red kids, so I always stay slick. Can't get like this, can't get like me. I come from the team PEMG, so I fly through the sky like a superhero. And all my fans can't stand when I have to go. There's a life at stake. Hurry, hurry, Marv, man, you can't be late. So up away with no time to waste. Grabbed him by his face, took him into space. Threw him to the sun, man, his villain's done. Then I came back to Earth, cause I'm #1. Be Marvel.
Now check it out. And then we got a call online. We're gonna go to you in a second, but before we hit it, I'm just listen to the pros. See, I'ma try to the day that I die, and maybe one day it'll go my way and I'll learn to fly. Cause I know someday in the grave I will lie, but they will say that I believed and achieved the dream of touching the sky. I speak these words, but when the offer is gone from the world, the architect will erect another, but not as yet. So despite my past decisions and poor positions, I'ma keep holding my head and complete my mission. So I stand like Shango as I speak with thunder, suddenly dispelling the darkness as well as the wonder. So optimistically optimistic that when I opt to stop being on top, it's not unrealistic. I rhyme this way, these things I say so different. I invested in my higher self and it's gaining me interest. I refuse to change to get in this. It would have been senseless to be tempted by incense. In other words, blow smoke in the air to mask what's there in an attempt to confuse my senses. I'm absolutely the greatest MC because my mic control is mind control, my control of me. So I practice this tactic, hopefully hoping to be so free of my flow that I float on the open sea. And I'll admit that I thought that was it and I would be seen no more. But I learned to ride the waves as I return to shore. And I'm here now. Let's go to the caller. You're online. Hello. Yeah, caller? Oh, we must have lost. I'm sorry we missed your call. The calling number is once again 212-209-2900. Please call in. We love to hear your feedback and your thoughts on what you're hearing. And listen, we love to hear from some youth organizations that are out here doing work, because one thing that's great about PEMG is that we are definitely a cooperative organization. We love to work with other entities so that we don't have, we believe, as Dr. Ron Dames enlightened me to, the idea of cooperation without conformity. Where people can work together and not feel like you have to lose your identity in that process. So, by all means, definitely call in and share. We also like to hear from, people that just love art and want to discuss the idea of, hip hop and can it be possible that MCing is really the highest evolved form of, lyrics? We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Do we got a call? We got a call. Let's get to the caller. Caller, you're on the line. You're on the line. It's the Hip Hop Takeover. My name is Nyoil. And who am I speaking with?
Yeah. What's up, NY? This is Omar.
Peace, Omar. What's good?
All right, man. I'm coolin', man. On my way back from Connecticut, man. I was listening to you guys. On the radio. And I said, man, let me dial up, man. Just give you brothers some love.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Yeah. All y'all on the positive messages. You know what I'm saying? Because I wish I'd be telling people, about this station, because not only your show, there's a lot of good shows on this station, but I'm particularly inclined for this one because it speaks to our group. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
And you guys are definitely, putting positive messages out there, and not to mention, man, excuse me, that was the Poles coming by.
Yeah, they come to get you. They heard you in here putting in that positive work. They had to stop you.
I'm calling from Brick City, Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Word up. Shout out Jersey.
And, Yeah, man. And listen, man, the flows was hot, man. You know what I'm saying? And look, and I know times, as I know I got a little callers, but I liked it with I'm going to teach my little nephew that the alphabet cadence. I was feeling that. You know what I mean? So that was a good look, man. Yo, you guys keep doing it, bro.
Indeed, man. I really
all you rigs up, man. Remember that. All you rigs up.
Yeah, man. Really appreciate you calling in on my word bone, huh?
And listen, and also one more thing I heard when y'all was doing it, everybody switched up the flow on the alphabet, and I was like, and there was one more. Y'all had me in here doing it, so hit on mine real quick. Y'all forgot this one like this: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Hold up, where's the Z?
Hey,
One love, I love y'all. Keep doing good things, man.
No
right
doubt,
on, man. Thanks for calling in, man.
No
Word
doubt.
up.
Be safe, bro.
Indeed, we got another caller. Hey, caller, you on the line. This is the Hip Hop Takeover Mini-thon. My name is Nyoil. Who do we have on the line right now?
Hi, it's Josie.
Hey! Forgot to shout you out.
Yeah,
before.
you know what? They didn't shout Josie out, who is another member of PEMG. What's up, Joe?
Hi, I'm just calling to shout you guys out. Y'all are like the best thing since the 90s hip hop. And your music is very inspirational, and it's just what this country needs.
I know, that's right. See, that's when you know you're serious, when we just what the country needs.
Right?
We don't need jobs. We don't need an economic stimulus.
We need PEMG.
We need PEMG.
We need PEMG for president.
Here's that oil rig package for you, right?
It is energy. You know what I'm saying? We got y'all right. Hey, let the people know where you're from and how you know about PEMG and your involvement.
Well, I'm from Staten Island, New York, but I go to college in Miami, Florida. I knew about PEMG since like my senior year of high school back in 2010. Somebody very close to me was in it, my boyfriend, and I heard about PEMG through that way. I didn't know what it was, but when I educated myself about PEMG, I was really interested, and I was like, wow, this is a really great organization that could that really needs more needs more promotion, I guess, and I thought I was perfect for that.
Indeed, indeed. So you definitely ended up joining PEMG, right?
Yes.
Indeed. What was that process like? Was it just like you just came through and said you wanted to be PEMG and they just let you be PEMG?
No, I had to do a task like any other person who wants to be PEMG. My task was a little bit harder than usual, but I got through it and I passed, so here I am right now.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Joe, thanks for calling in. You know what I'm saying? You already know all rigs up. You know, we love you to death. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else want to say something in particular?
We love you, and you know what? Keep doing what you're doing. You know, get your schoolie on, and we'll be waiting for you when you come back.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to get at you when I get home. You already know why.
Yeah,
I don't
indeed.
know why, but
Anyway, we going to get off on that note. We talk to you later, Josie. You heard? Indeed. Indeed. So we have another caller? Indeed. Let's take another caller. We rocking out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Hip Hop Takeover. My name is Nyoil Ideal. You're listening to WBAI. If you're not hearing us on the radio directly, you can hear us streaming live at WBAI.org. So if you just jumped out the car and you know you want to still listen, go online and check us out. Who do we have on the line right now?
Yes, I'm a caller. My name is Cece, and I'm calling from the island.
You calling from Staten Island?
Yes, I am.
Shallon.
Yeah,
What up, what up?
Yeah, shout out. I'd just like to give a shout out to my nigga Jimmy.
Oh, word up.
Wow. That's crazy. All your rigs up. That's all I'm gonna say. All your rigs up. I'll get at y'all.
That's a good look. We already know. We know what fam that is right there.
Word
Staten Island's definitely in the building. You already know. We doing it
Staten
big.
Island all
Stop
day, every
playing.
day.
You feel me? We gonna rock out soon in a minute. Thanks, Cece. Thanks for calling, dog. You heard?
Thank you.
I think we got another caller. All right, let's do it big, man. That's how we do. Like this is again, PEMG, persistent engagement makes greatness. It's about connecting directly with the fan base, talking to people. You say fan base for lack of a better term, but it's really connecting with the community and discussing things with us. So we got somebody else on the line. Welcome to the Hip Hop Takeover. Who's on the line?
hello, my name is Anika.
Arnika.
Yes,
Peace. How are you, sis?
What's up?
I'm good. How about you?
We maintaining.
We chilling.
What's on your mind, sis?
Well, I just want to know about the music that y'all
rap about? Like, what do y'all like to rap about?
Well, why don't y'all answer? Why don't y'all take it down the line and talk about it?
I'd say love, life, PMG lifestyle. You know it, kicking it, chilling. It ain't all about that thug rap. It's all about living life and having fun. So why not rap about it?
I mean, really, it's just about anything that you just feel right in the middle of your chest. It's like any topic, you know, it could just, as soon as you start writing, all of a sudden it's like your rhyme just turns right into that topic. It's like, I don't even know how this popped up, but it's here. You know?
I rap about, you know, stuff that makes me cry. Really though.
You know, for me, you know, of them, I'm clearly the elder, and I'm 40, so I'm not gonna rhyme about being at the club bouncing off the wall. You feel me? And you know, hip hop isn't, and MCing isn't a youth sport. It's, you know, it's a mental, it's a cerebral thing. So, you know, for me, I'm really speaking from an adult's paradigm, discussing things that I think is relevant to me. You know, I see things differently than, you know, a 19 or 18 or 20-year-old person is going to build from. So I'm going to build what, you know, what I think is relevant. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, God bless you all, really, though.
Thank you.
Indeed. All right, listen, Onika, I don't want to rush you off the phone, my dear, but there's some other callers. You don't mind?
Of course I don't.
All right, thank you so much, sis. We really appreciate you calling in. You heard?
Take care.
We got another caller on the line. Peace. What's your name?
This is Steven from Staten Island.
What up, Staten Island? Hey, yo, is Staten Island running things tonight on WBAI?
Oh, Rick, Staten Island.
Yes.
Hey, yo, you would think that we had everybody set up to call in right now, but you don't know. This is what it is. You heard?
I just heard about this today, man.
I know that's right. What's good, fam?
Man, I just wanted to shout y'all out. You already know I see what y'all doing. I like it.
Thanks, my
Especially
G.
my boy Jimmy, because he been rhyming since some Curtis days.
I know that's right.
Yo, what up, Nook? I realized it was you. What up, man? Good looks, man.
That's what's up. We're going to go to the next call, my G.
No doubt.
Indeed. WBAI, this is NYO. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, what's good, NYO? Shout out to you and all PEMG J Burns in the set.
Oh,
Jay
Burn. What up?
What up, man? Yeah, that's
Always
what it
supporting,
is.
always supporting.
Right.
I give you my love while I'm still ever before I get fired, but shout out to all y'all out in the building. Be safe, one love.
Indeed. Yo, Jay, good looking out, man. That's another brother that's always representing and holding us down when we do what we do. And this is something else that you should recognize. These are young people that are calling in. Now, listen to the science of this, to the regular listeners that may be listening now because they're wondering where their normal shows are at. And you're like, all right, let me listen to this garbage. You know, you don't connect with it just yet. You know, look at the value of what's going on. I really want to try to open your eyes to this. This is WBAI. This is some of the most prolific conversations on the Pacifica Network channels. You know, WRFG out in Atlanta and all the other ones that just put great program in the air. And this is free programming for people. You know, other than by user support, by members supported. You know, people that are just believe in it and donate. But there are programs on here that speak so much truth to such an overwhelming tide of power. And here it is that you have young people who may have never even thought or heard of WBAI right now listening in. You got, the station is on their radar. See, this is the value of an event like the Hip Hop Takeover. This is the value of having a group like PEMG and Nyoil here to represent the youth mentality. You know, it's just real important, I think, that, especially for the elders. Again, I'm 40 years old, and, you listen to my voice, I probably sound much younger. But, and if you see me, I just look much younger. I look like I'm like 15. I'm gorgeous.
Dude. Oh,
but, No. Oh, man. I can't get a break up here. But, the beauty of it is just connecting and engaging. A lot of times I think, it's a sad thing because the beautiful stories of our elders, people that live to see time, like, they were talking about the Pearl Harbor memorial that was like, you had cats that were 80s and late 80s and stuff like that, 90s. It was like the last of them. And it was like this would probably be the last time these people ever come to Pearl Harbor to commemorate that day, And so to that ends, you're saying, wow, there's going to be a chapter of history that ceases to exist So all you can hope is that somebody's chronicalizing these people's story and making sure that this honest account of what happened is remembered, and there's nobody, that you don't have these revisionists, this historical revisionists that always write the history to suit their own point of view, So while people are alive, it's important that we bridge this ageism that exists between the elders and the youth, vice versa, And so I'm really happy that we've got so many young people listening into the show right now because they know they squad is on there, people that they support are on there, and now they have the opportunity to be exposed to WBAI. So I hope that we can continue doing this sort of thing. We got another caller in line. Let's take that caller.
Yeah, what's what? It's Noah from Brooklyn. I was just calling, and I'll hang up after I ask the question. If there was going to be a more mature UMC's reunion record.
Wow.
Or album, considering, I remember the first album and the struggles on that, and I always thought that was kind of like they should have been a continuation in that regard. I was in terms of the group,
Well, let me ask you. You don't hang up just yet, because you know what I'm saying. Yeah. I want to say that, man. Man, I don't know, Paul. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, my G. Like I was quoting Robert Frost, that Two Roads Diverge, the road not taken thing, and there's this line, and it says, I took the one that's, that had less wear, but but both of them saying, he said, I left the first one for another day, but knowing how Whaley's on the way, I doubted if I should ever come back. That's pretty much where it's at with this UMC thing, man. It's like, me and Haas have walked, in our own past. It's my man's, and I love that brother, and we did a great thing together. And we don't have one of these like tragic split ups, but we have the time thing that where it's like, yo, fam, my G is doing his thing as Phantom of the Beat. He's done production for Ghostface Killer. He's done Busta Rhymes, Take It Off. He did Cher La Ghost for Ghost. He did Magic
Cent.
Stick for 50 Cent and Lil Kim. So he's doing great things. For me, I'm less industry minded, and I wanted to be more community minded, and I just do the activism thing. So that's been my flow, and so the lifestyles don't line up, my G. But I will tell you this.
I understand that.
I will tell you this though. There is some unheard UMC material, and I was listening to it. I was gonna play some today, but I left my Zoom in the house running here to get here on time.
See?
But so what I will say is this. If you lock me in on Facebook under NYOIL, the ideal, NYOIL, the ideal, yo, I will be unleashing some new music through there or through my blog, iparadigm.com. That's EYEPARDIGM.com. And, you can hear some new music, my G. So I really appreciate the question, you heard?
Yeah, because that's the paradigm in this music thing from the jump. It was always community-based.
Yeah.
And corporation. Like it baffles my mind at times how a Russell Simmons is so rich and the whole nine, and you have an Africa Bambaataa who's, who I just saw at the Million Youth March.
But let me not even to cut your bill though. Do the knowledge though.
That's the paradigm I always saw.
Yeah, but
you have the struggle and.
But do the knowledge though, Scott, because you know what that is. Think about, I don't know if you're familiar with the book As a Man Thinketh, but he speaks on the idea that just because a person is a good person doesn't mean that they're going to be good at business or they're going to be good.
Oh,
at,
no, that's
you know
not
what I mean.
My, no,
but now that's what I'm saying though. But just do the knowledge.
That wasn't.
No, but just watch where I'm coming from. The point of it is just that, we have to measure our greatness for what our greatness is. You feel me? And so, Russell Simmons' greatness is his ability to do what he does with business. Now, me and you probably see eye to eye on the Russell Simmons versus the Africa Bambaatahs or the Cool Hercs, and you know what I mean? And
I just meant in terms of the social structure, not so much as who was pursuing and what their talent was. It was more just an issue of this music was unique in that, it always had that foundational base dealing with society.
Yeah.
We converted we had floor master dancers, for instance, back in the 70s in Brooklyn, and that was the way we took our beef.
And now we've seen astray from it, right?
And now there's so much of a distortion in some ways, being the commercialization of it and that's the aspect of it that doesn't have the community connection to it. And then you have guys like yourself, which champion this because you maintain that this is, this has social content to it. You understand what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And it's just the actual structuring of society. Now, one of the things we did was we reversed technology. Now, at this stage, is that needed to be done again? I think yes.
Indeed.
We need to reverse the technology in this again.
Well, I think I think that,
and it's not a knock on some of the other cats I've heard just previously, but you've got men, they're 40 pushing 50 and they sounding like 14.
Yeah. You ain't lied about 15. That, Kat. You ain't lied about that.
And so, when is there a point where we say, look, we have to, some of us have to become more mature in this. And because of the reverse technology that we pulled on the business and the world, okay, that they had to cater to us. But now it's like we're going back to catering to them.
Indeed. Well, let me cut your bill right there real quick, only because I want to catch this next call. But I'm gonna cut your bill and say I really feel the direction you're going. It's unfortunate we had the last 5 minutes of the show because I think that what you're building on warrants more discussion and in depth because you're absolutely right. I do believe also that the technology change does exist. We are about to flip technology on them, and we are already because the internet expresses that opportunity. It's just a matter of us, figuring out how to transform it to suit our own ends, man. And I think that when you see that happening, and that's one of the reasons why I invested the time I have in these young people is to be able to help influence that change, and recycle what's coming up soon. We have one more call. Let's jump into that call. Peace. You there?
Hello?
Peace.
Oh, I don't know how I'm going to follow that knowledge, but I was just calling to shout out NY, PEMG, Shaolin in the house.
Yeah. Who's this?
Josh from Shaolin as well, Staten Island.
Yeah, what up, Josh? What's good with you, man?
I just wanted to let people know that PEMG is more than just a group. To me, I feel y'all movement. You're bringing hip hop, the real hip hop back, which is a movement. It's more than just the music.
Indeed,
and
right.
Shout out to NYO. I had the privilege of seeing you at Eargasms where you emceed. I mean, you are a true master of ceremonies when it comes down to it. Your spoken word, the way you took over the crowd, the way you improvised was just a beautiful art in itself.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I love this stuff that you're on the radio. It reminds me of back in the days where Bobito and Stretch, where I used to chill with them down in the church basement where they were, having MCs come through and spit their stuff. So I'm just happy that there's actually something like this back on the radio, and I hope to have you guys on there for a while, for a long time.
Right on, my G.
Young people just to learn and to get it right.
Indeed.
Keeping them off the streets and, like you said, do for the community, Pa.
Indeed, man. I appreciate. No doubt, John. You already know. You know what I'm saying.
So real quick question. You know how hip hop is. Some people saying is dead. Do you think there's a way to bring it back? Like, what can these kids do to bring it back? And what do you think on that?
I don't think hip hop is dead. I think when people say that, it's a disrespect to all the people that's doing what they doing. I just think that hip hop fans are dead. They've been brain dead for some time, and I don't mean that as a disrespect to fans. What I'm just saying is, it's like, there's dope hip hop out there that you're not hearing because. It's you're so used to being spoon-fed the music through the MTVs and the BETs and, through these larger formats that you don't accept the idea of doing what we did as hip-hoppers, which was crate dig. That's what you did. You went on and you looked for what was what. Like, what's the new hot banger? Like, where's that at? And I don't see people doing that anymore. They kind of expect that it's just going to be there. And, and that's the thing. Like, you're going to always lose when you wait for it to come to you. The only way you can really win is if you take the time to get it for yourself. Now, check it out, man. Listen, we are running out of time. We have had a wonderful hour here at the Hip Hop Takeover mini marathon. And, you know, this has been an event that has reflected the pioneers and game changers in hip-hop. You know, we've been rocking since 4 o'clock with the likes of Kango. We just got finished also hearing from our good brothers, Crazy Legs and Destroy representing as well. Coming after me, I believe, is going to be my good brother, DJ... Johnny Juice, my good brother right there, coming in a minute. PEMG is here. We're so proud to be here. We'd like to thank all the organizers here at Hip Hop Takeover for having us here. If you want to contact us, PEMGonline.com. If you'd like to email us, PEMGonline@gmail.com. If you'd like to find us on Facebook, Nyoil, The Ideal, or PEMG,
or Petroleum Empire.
Indeed. If you want to find us on YouTube and see some of the wonderful things we're doing, YouTube.com/PEMG Online. And with that, ladies and gentlemen,
Twitter too.
My name is Nyoil, and for PEMG, I approve this message. Thanks for having us.
Oil rigs up.
Yeah.